It's the Ordinary Talk Show, a place where ordinary people comes to share their untold story. We introduce to a show a woman who believes in heritage, a woman who believes in culture, a woman who believes in building communities and building people. Help me welcome Miss Cynclair Musgrove.
Why, thank you. And thank you for that awesome introduction. That is me.
Thank you for accepting the invitation to be here.
It is so timely.
And as we always do, we pray before we go into our conversation. Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for your blessings. We thank you for all that you have provided for us. We thank you, God, for giving us strength, for giving us knowledge, for giving us understanding. We thank you for everything. We thank you for this country, the Turks and Caicos Islands. I pray a blessing over everyone that resides here in this country. I pray, oh God, that you will keep us, oh God, keep our minds together, keep our hearts together, and we give you thanks. And may whatever we say today, God, will help to encourage someone out there who is listening and help to build confidence and help others to understand that they can press forward as well. We give you thanks in Jesus' name.
Amen.
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 Amen. You're no stranger to the media. You're no stranger to me. And it's a privilege to be sitting here with you to have a conversation. Miss Musgrove, you're often described as a woman of the soil. What does that phrase means to you personally?
A woman of the soil. Of course, it means that I was born here. It means that this is my home, not by choice.
Mhm.
This is where I was born. I lived in other countries. I grew up in the Bahamas, but this is my roots. So wherever I represent North
You
Caicos,
always do.
daughter of the soil.
You always do. Wherever you go, you wear your green proudly. And that is so awesome. From the classroom to community leadership, tell us about your journey from being a teacher to becoming a district commissioner.
Being a teacher, you know, when I was in primary school, every year we would have this essay to write, what would I like to be when I grow up?
Mhm.
And in grade 3, the question was, what would you like to be when you grow up? My answer was, when I grow up, I would like to be a teacher.
Mhm.
In grade 4, the same question, I would like to be a teacher. Grade 5, I found that the only thing changed is that I had more to say,
Mhm.
but one thing remained constant.
Mhm.
I want to be a teacher.
Teacher.
So when I graduated, my sister and I, we were going to the Bahamas. And we were actually on the side of the road. I don't know if I told you this
I
before,
heard this.
but we were on the side of the road back then. We didn't have transportation. We
Mhm.
had to catch a ride with someone. So we were waiting to get a ride to go to the airport. And Mr. Dan Williams, who was the representative at the time, he stopped and he reversed
Mhm.
and asked us, what are you ladies doing on the side of the road with a suitcase? Now, of course, my first instinct was to insult him, like
Mhm.
that ain't your business.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I said, we're going to the Bahamas.
Mhm.
So he was like, why? And my sister said, well, ain't nothing happening here,
Mhm.
so we going. So he asked, say, do you want to go? Her response, of course,
Uh-huh.
nothing is happening here.
Uh-huh.
So I said, I don't want to go, but there's nothing happening. So I have to go
Mhm.
because my sister is going. So he's like, what do you want to do? Why did he ask me that?
Mhm.
I said, I want to be a teacher.
Mhm.
So he said, okay, I'll make a deal with you. If you stay, I will see that you become a teacher.
Mhm.
This was on a Friday.
Mhm.
Okay. I remember clearly because school opened the Monday.
Mhm.
And this was Friday.
Friday.
When school opened on Monday,
Mhm.
I was in Q school
Mhm.
teaching.
Wow.
This was September of 1979.
Mhm.
My dream came
True.
just
Mhm.
like that.
Just like that.
At the time, I was just 16 years old,
Mhm.
a student teacher. So I spent one term in Whitby. The next term, they had me somewhere else. No, my first term was in Kew.
Mhm.
The second term was in Whitby, and the third term was at junior high. At the
Mhm.
time, it was still junior
Junior
high,
high. Mhm.
you know. So that's where I taught students who were almost my age,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
Lance, what's his name? Lyndon,
Mhm.
Lyndon Gardner.
Gardner. Mhm.
And to this day, whenever he sees me, he
Mhm.
would always, he never calls my name.
Mhm.
Hi, teacher.
Teacher.
And like I remember Sandra Johnson, the late
Mhm. Yeah,
Sandra
Sandra.
Johnson,
Mhm.
anywhere she saw me, hey, teach, you
Mhm.
know. So I stand Goosey,
Mhm.
Paul Gardner, you know, he said, because for some reason I was teaching Spanish
Mhm.
at the time, and he said that lit something in him. So he fell in love with it, of course. He can teach me
Uh-huh.
the language now, but you know how fluent he
Yes.
is.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so I started teaching very young,
Mhm.
and I was too young to go to teachers college at the time. So I taught for a year, went to teachers college, and then I returned home. And of course, wanderlust, I spread my wings.
Mhm.
And eventually, I returned to the classroom in the Bahamas. I taught there for over 10
10.
years.
Okay.
And again, wanderlust hit me,
Mhm.
and I eventually returned
Turn back
home.
home.
And I taught here. I taught at Provo Primary for quite a while.
Okay.
So teaching has been, like, you know, when you say that's all you know,
Mhm.
even after I left the classroom,
Mhm.
no matter what it was I did, some way, somehow it involved, or I got teaching involved. So
Mhm.
when I became the district commissioner, I had another chance to, I was already working, volunteering
Yeah.
with the school. Sometimes I would be at the school so often people thought that I was back teaching.
Mhm.
Okay, so as district commissioner, that afforded me the opportunity to work hand in hand. So
Mhm.
I would say my students,
Yeah.
I would do programs that would be specifically for them. Whenever there was something on Provo or Grantor, the competition or whatever, I would volunteer and say, hey, let me take them,
Yes.
because it was just something that came naturally
Yeah.
to me.
I can add to that because I remember a few years back there was I think AIDS concert for the
Oh, that was in
in
Grantor.
Grantor,
Yes.
and
And
you invited me and Dietrich
yes,
along with
yes.
the school
Aldura
children and all
Robinson,
that.
yes.
Yes.
What happened?
Mhm.
Whenever someone invited me to be a master of
Mhm.
ceremony, I would always say, "Can I bring
Yes,
my
I
children,
noticed
or
that.
can I bring
I
the
noticed
talent?"
that.
And whichever
Mhm.
talent you have
Mhm.
from North Cakers, that was an opportunity
Yes.
to showcase,
Yes.
you know, because we
Mhm.
had it. You know, we had
Yes.
it. So that exposure,
And
yes, I remember
that was the
that.
first time me and Dietrich ever act out of
Wow.
North Caucasus into Grantor.
Wow.
And it was a good experience. And I
Absolutely.
remember you wearing you had on the
It's
youth
t-shirt.
shirt. You made a skirt
Yes, I
and
made a dress. That
the
was
whole
one.
the whole
I took two
two
t-shirts,
yes.
and I didn't do it. Okay. It was, that's something that I wanted to do.
Uh,
So someone created the dress,
yes.
and that's what I
I
wore at the
remember
concert.
that.
Absolutely. And we had, remember the two brothers?
That's
It was three of them.
it was
Struddy's boys.
Kirk Cates and
Yes,
Kelson.
yes, and
Yes.
Kelson.
They will have their own.
Yes, girls also.
Yes.
Thea, was it
Yes.
Thea? Anyway, anywhere I went and
Mm-hmm.
I saw some talent, I would store that in my mind and say,
Yes.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, okay, next time,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Or if nothing was happening, I'd create
Mm-hmm.
something and, showcase the
Mhm.
talent.
So
So
it
yes,
all adds up, even if you're in the classroom, in the office of district commissioner, it all adds up to your community.
absolutely.
You have this passion
It's all
for
about, it's
community
all
and
about,
community development, and especially for the elderly and for the young people.
I would always say as district commissioner, I had two pairs of gloves, right?
Mhm.
I had a velvet glove that was for the students
Mhm.
and my senior citizens.
Mhm.
I also had a boxing glove
Mhm.
in case you mess with the senior citizens or the students, or you mess with North Caucus.
Ah.
Okay, so my boxing gloves would come out. But
Mhm.
yes, that was definitely my passion, because we had so much talent, not only the students, even our senior citizens.
Mhm.
They are still producing. Look at Miss Anarine,
Yes.
92 years old. This lady, I went to her last week. She got her legs crossed and
Yes.
she's sitting, cutting up coconut. Say she's
Yes.
making coconut
Yes.
cake.
Yes.
Miss Irene
Mhm.
Higgs,
Mhm.
okay, still threading needle. I can't thread needle if you're giving me money. She's still
They're
threading needle,
blessed and
still
gifted.
making hats.
Yes.
Okay, we
Mhm.
have them. So
Mhm.
anytime I can showcase it,
Mhm.
that's what I do.
And you've been doing that.
It comes
You've been
naturally.
doing that.
It
Mhm.
comes naturally.
Okay, Miss Sinclair, you've been called a cultural icon. What part of culture are you most passionate about and preserving for the future generation?
I am blessed with a talent that I can write,
Yes. Mhm.
and I use that as a way to capture our history.
Mhm.
And when I say history, our culture.
Mhm.
So if I'm writing about you,
Mhm.
what makes you Rupert?
Mhm.
I'm going to capture that. And
Yes.
there's something that's unique
Mhm.
about you
Mhm.
that's going down in history.
That's right.
When I write about our straw vendors,
Mhm.
okay, that's a part of our culture
Mhm.
that I'm writing about for posterity.
Yes.
So anytime I write, anytime I see something, I can write about it, whether it's a person or something happening. I
Mhm.
love to celebrate.
Yes.
You know, sometimes, many times is after somebody has passed on,
Yes.
but as
Mhm.
often as possible, I prefer to write it for birthdays, milestone
Mhm.
birthdays,
Mhm.
or a significant occasion. I like to write about it. That's my passion,
Yes.
capturing who we are as a
Mhm.
people.
Mm.
So tomorrow's people will know. I remember one time my cousin, he bought one of my books, Turks and Caicos Pride,
Mhm.
People,
Yes.
People, Places, and Politics. He bought one, right? And he said, as he was going home, his teenage son picked it up and he started looking through it and he's like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is what this person looked like. Oh, wow. This is what this person looked like. And he called me, cause I had to call you and share this with you. Say, man, I felt so elated. I felt so elated when my teenage son, okay, well, continue. Yeah. I felt so elated when my teenage son, when he showed such interest and he was like, oh wow, he didn't know this person looked like that. That was the reason I hunted down every picture to
Yes.
go with every poem, because I was like, next generation.
Yes.
Okay, and the generation after that, they will see who
Yes.
we were.
And they can read about
Absolutely.
these individuals, right?
Yes.
And it's important
Yes.
that you've been doing that for a while,
A long time. Yes. A long
bringing
time.
people's story to life,
Absolutely. In
But
poetry.
yes,
Mhm.
you're doing an awesome job.
Guess what? I think in poetry, if I'm reading something, some way, somehow, I'm reading that and it's automatically
Mhm.
going out in poetry. I had to do an article for someone recently, and for the longest time, I could for our book, I couldn't do it. So I didn't want to do the poetry, right?
Mm.
And I could not get the prose out. And as soon as I started the poetry, done,
Mhm.
done.
Wow.
It's a gift. I'm blessed.
You're blessed
I'm
with that.
blessed. I'm
And
blessed.
and
I'm
the
blessed.
good thing about it, you're not sitting down on it. You
Hey,
are using that to the fullest.
I realize
Mhm.
that it's a blessing. Okay. If I'm out somewhere, if I have an appointment and I'm waiting, I'm going to pick up my phone. This is my gadget. I'm going to pick up my phone and I can start writing. If I see something going on, I can capture that.
Yes.
5, 10 minutes, that's done.
Awesome.
So yeah, God has been
Awesome.
good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Again, ladies and gentlemen, You are watching The Ordinary Talk Show with your host Rupert G and my guest Miss Cynclair Musgrove. Thank you for joining us. Share the live, share it. You can comment, send your comments in, and I know she will be happy to see them and to see what you say. Okay, community and impact. What what changes have you seen in your communities over the years, and what value do you think we must hold on to?
My family returned to Whitby in December 1973.
Mhm,
I remember distinctly everybody knew everybody
mhm,
and everybody was related to
mhm,
everybody. Okay, there were only few last names.
mhm,
If you were in Musgrove, you were Swan. If
mhm.
it was in a Swan, you were Forbes
Forbes.
in
Mhm.
Whitby.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, Mizik
Makes it, yeah.
or Mizik, one
Mhm,
of those.
mhm,
Today, we have more of a melting pot.
mhm.
That's the biggest change I
Yes.
noticed.
Mhm.
Even especially Major Hill. Do you remember when Major Hill had one last name?
Madness.
You didn't have to ask anybody who lived in Major
Yeah.
Hill
Mhm.
what was their last name.
Madness.
Sometimes you didn't even have to ask about the first name because you look at them and you say, oh, this one,
Mhm.
this one
You
child,
know,
this the
yes.
next one child, this the next one child,
Mhm,
you know? So that is what I noticed,
mhm.
the change. And of course, we can't expect to stay the same.
No.
We
No.
can't. But with the different cultures that come, that's why I am passionate about holding on to Turks and Caicos. So
Mhm,
whatever I can do, that's why my first book, Turks and Caicos Pride, whatever I can do,
mhm.
writing, showcasing, creating programs, creating events to showcase our culture.
Correct.
So that's my contribution
Correct.
to my community.
And you started out by saying when your family returned back to Whitby
Mhm.
that everyone knew everyone last name or
Absolutely.
they knew one another.
Absolutely.
And I believe that over the years these things have changed
Absolutely.
where we don't know who our neighbors
No, you don't.
are anymore.
No, you don't.
We we don't even care to know no more, you know,
Seriously. Yeah.
and that has changed.
You can drive from here to Whitby
Uh-huh.
and you'll pass people, have no clue who they are or
True.
where they're from.
That
It
has,
didn't used to be so.
yeah, that's a major change in
Yeah,
our
that is
community.
the major.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the major change that
Wow.
I have perceived in our
Yes.
community.
Mm-hmm. Wow. What are some of the lessons you've learned in leadership that still guide you today?
I've learned not to react. I've learned
True.
to listen. I've learned you don't have to have a title or an office
Mm-hmm.
to lead,
True.
and you can lead by example.
True.
So when I'm doing anything, I'm working with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have, and I'm blessed again. Any initiative I'm working on, I'm blessed to have people who work with me.
Mm-hmm.
So we work together for one common goal. So it's not I'm here and I'm telling you, you do this, you do that. We. That's my favorite word. We. Because in English, that's we. Okay. And in French, we, that means yes. So I always say we is my favorite word. We,
Mm.
we.
And even out of office, I've noticed that you're still doing community events. I think there is one that you have on in December.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Christmas in the
Christmas in the
Park.
park.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was like, you're not in office and you're still pulling this off. When I thought that when you're retired, you're just going to, enjoying your
Just
retirement,
get away. Yeah.
but it's like this, you are addicted to
And
to
honestly,
doing.
Honestly, I had really promised my family that I wouldn't do it anymore. I did. But hey, that's in me.
Well,
That's
yeah,
in me. That's in me.
once again, you knew.
Yeah, you mentioned Christmas in the park.
Mhm.
We're going on 5 years
5 years.
doing Christmas in the park.
Mhm.
It started again to showcase the
And
talents.
that's what happened.
The
Yes,
talents.
yes. You
Okay?
get the schools
The
involved
talents.
and all that.
We started with 3 schools.
Mm-hmm.
Now we are up to 8,
Yeah.
bringing 2 out of
Provo,
Provo.
yeah, yeah.
Okay? And I can't do it by myself.
No.
I
Mm.
can't do it by myself.
It's a team.
The schools, the teachers,
Mhm.
and the sponsors.
Sponsors.
Last year, I had no intentions of doing it,
Mm-hmm.
but a couple of my sponsors like, now listen here, the money there,
Yes.
we doing it.
Doing it.
Okay? Say it ain't they don't say it ain't about you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's about the children.
Thank you.
And honestly, when you see those children on
And they look forward
stage,
to that.
yes, when you see them on stage, like this is what it's all about.
Mhm.
This is what it's all about.
Great.
And once the sponsors they come through,
Mm-hmm.
they come through big time.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to shortcut
Mm-hmm.
for our children's talent.
Yeah.
Red Key and Pine Key,
Mhm.
they provide transportation
Yes.
so that schools can come and this is a music festival,
Yes.
not on Grand Turk,
No.
not on Provo,
No.
where everything happens.
Right here.
This is here. This
Mhm.
is ours. So it's up to us to nurture it. It's
Mhm.
up to us to put into it because it's not me. Okay? I might have birthed it. It might have been my brainchild, but it's for us.
Mhm.
So I'm glad you mentioned that because I'll soon be preparing for December. And again, I would love to have the sponsors support as I've had in the past and the schools.
Awesome. You're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Thank
I'm just gonna move away from my script a bit because I really want people to know because this show is called The Ordinary Talk Show, Ordinary
Okay.
People.
Okay, yes.
I really want people to know that you didn't came from a rich family, you know. You came from a humble beginning and look where you are today because there are others in our community or those who are watching around the world who feel that because they're not from this class of family, that they cannot do anything. They cannot make positive impact on their communities. But look at you. You came from humble beginning. I knew both of your parents. I knew them very well. And they were not rich people.
Not at all.
No. But they worked and they provided for the children and they taught them
That's it.
the right way
That's it.
how to get things in life. And you're sitting here today as a testimony of faith, of faith.
Faith and family.
Yes.
Faith and
And
family.
your mother, she played a very important role in my life. And I love her even up to today,
Absolutely.
because of people like her. I am here. And to have you here looking like your mother, it means much. It means much. So, viewers, this is Cynclair. Ordinary.
Cynclair Pearly
Pearly
Musgrove
Musgrove. Ordinary woman
from North
from North
Caicos.
Caicos. Just want to put that in there. That, you're not, you came from the upper class, rich, la, 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 la. Okay. Well, I heard that there's a big event coming up next month or end of this month.
End of this
End
month.
of this month.
Yes, you
In the
heard
next month.
right. You heard
Yes.
yes.
Big event and that you are a part of.
I'm a part of
So
it. Yes.
tell us about this upcoming family reunion. We hear, it's an exciting event that we're hearing. Tell us about it.
I'm It's funny you said this big event. What had happened was, okay, so Bishop Simeon Hall,
Yes.
he's our cousin,
Yes.
and he realized that a lot of our elders are moving on, right? So he said, while we can, we should have a family reunion.
True.
So he mentioned it to some of his cousins, and they mentioned it to me. So when they mentioned it to me, they were thinking of doing something small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong to tell some shit.
Okay. So when they told me, of course,
You got
right?
on with that.
So when they want to stop me now, tell me, hey, we wasn't thinking of doing nothing big, we only was gonna do something small. Say, well, why you called me?
No, you don't need, but that's what I do.
Well, if you was doing something small, then you do the small and then you say come.
Yeah.
Okay, but you don't tell me
Yeah.
before you start doing it. Anyway, they said it's a Musgrove Hall. Now the Halls are related to the Musgroves. Either they were born into the family or they married
Married.
into the family. So we are intertwined. Okay, so we decided we're gonna have this, and because it came from the Halls, so I decided we'll continue with the Hall Musgrove. Okay,
Yeah.
and of course everybody is related to the Musgroves, right? So we decided that we would have a Facebook page. We do a group, and try to find more of our relatives. Thanks to social media. Listen here, the people that responded, it was amazing. Amazing. We had people from, Jabumba, okay? Our cousins in Sweden, all over. They were like, oh, wow, this is awesome. And even though some of them wouldn't be here physically, again, because of social media, just like they'll be here. They'll be a part of it.
Virtually.
And we had a team. When I say we had a team, I might have been driving the bus, but we had people on that bus who, as I said, this needs to be done. Somebody do it. Okay. We need this. Somebody got it. So
Yes.
at no time was I feeling like, okay, I never wanted it to be the Cynclair show. Okay. This is this is a we thing. So yes, we are having a family reunion on North Caicos. It's starting July 31st. That's Thursday. And for our meet and greet, we're doing a praise party. I know you're going to love that. We're going to Sandy Point at Ebenezer Baptist Church, and we're going to have a praise party. Like,
Wow.
something about that little church. When you start singing in there, you know the vibe is always positive. So that's where we're gonna meet
Yes.
for the first night. And then the next day is Friday, Emancipation Day. That's a
Yes.
holiday. So we're going back to tradition again.
Yes.
We're gonna have our Emancipation Day. It's not our parade. This is an annual event. And because it fell within ours, so we put it on our schedule.
Correct.
And we're coming in our white to
Correct.
join
Correct.
the parade.
Correct.
Okay?
Should be awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're looking forward to that. Now, another thing that we're doing for our family reunion, since it's a family reunion, we have a sweet cousin in Q, 92. I mentioned her before, Miss Anarine. So we are honoring her as our oldest living relative, Musgrove relative. We're honoring her. And we were fortunate to get the Premier's office to, we always get him involved. He's doing the Premier's Lifetime Achievement Award.
Great.
Okay, yes, that's his office will be presenting that to her. And we also have a convenience store right in Kew, the Robinson Variety Store,
Okay.
the oldest operating business,
Locally.
not in Kew, in the country. That is saying something.
Wow. In the
That
country.
in the country,
Wow.
like 100 and change years
Wow.
old, consecutive. So we will be recognizing that establishment as is the oldest in the country.
Awesome.
That's a part of what we plan to do during our family reunion. And we also have a scavenger hunt.
Okay.
Now, the scavenger hunt, usually we would send them to historical sites like Wade Green and Cottage Pond. This time, we are visiting landmarks that are our ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yes,
that's
yes.
just a clue. I ain't telling
Yes.
you where you're going, but that's just a
Yes,
clue.
yes.
Everything will be related,
Mm-hmm.
paying homage
Mm-hmm.
and respect to
Yes.
our ancestors.
Wow.
So everything on that weekend will be, we're not just getting together to eat food, drink rum, and enjoy music. No, everything will be cultural,
Cultural.
traditional.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we have a book.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
84 pages.
Page. Wow.
84 pages. That has our history, that has stories of our past, that has some of our relatives who are doing well. We're featuring them. That has a little of everything.
So,
And again, it's by others, not
okay.
not just me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we feature, of course, our honoree. We have Kirk, who is he works on Caribbean cruising. We feature him
Yes,
because
it's
he
a,
come from
it's a, yes.
he come from
Yeah.
a line of boatsmen,
Mm-hmm.
so people like that,
Okay.
we feature them in the book. And
Mm-hmm.
then we have family trees. We
Okay.
have 20 family trees. And listen here, when them people read, be fruitful and multiply.
There was
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
they
But
did
all of
this.
yes, all of that is in the book.
Mm-hmm. So
And yeah,
this book will be on sale. Uh,
I am trying not to sell it.
okay, well, I want
Okay.
my copy.
I am trying not to sell it.
Okay.
If all goes well, I'll be able to it's very costly to do, but I have faith
Yes.
that everything is going to work out and I'll be able to bless everybody with a copy.
Okay.
Other than that, I would have to sell it at cost, right? At cost. Yeah. So that's Friday. And then Saturday, family day, we're gonna have we're going on the beach. And again, it wouldn't only be eating and stuff. We'll be doing jigsaw puzzles, putting your family together again. We have a family photo.
Okay.
And it's a jigsaw.
Yeah.
So you and your team have to put it together. And when you finish, that's your family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's activities like that. Search word. You have to find your ancestors and all of that, and the crossword puzzles and everything. Everything based on our family. Yep, that's for Saturday. And then Sunday, of course, we end with a church service.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Wow. Sound exciting.
That's the plan.
Wow.
That's the plan.
Hall Musgrove
Yes.
family reunion
Family reunion
here in North
in
Caicos,
North Caicos.
where it all begins.
Hey, the first and last, we had 1994. That was in Pinedale.
Okay.
I was actually at that service.
I can recall a video
Okay.
I watched,
Ah, okay.
it's
And there's a
in a
book.
rain house
Okay.
way back,
Because
and
an owner told me that she watched it at my
they had
dad's house.
a banquet.
Yes.
Remember the banquet?
Yes, at Buccaneers Club.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And I think the Cooler Waters sang at that
Most
banquet.
likely.
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was 1994 in Pinedale. So this time we have it
Awesome.
here. Yes.
Back to the roots.
And a lot of people are coming. You know what I found interesting? Again, they were sending contacts to add to the WhatsApp group, right? So I'm putting in numbers and names are coming up in my contact. And I'm like, this is my cousin? Didn't know we were related. Come to find out her grandmother Musgrove.
Wow.
So that's what reunion tend to do.
Yes, yes.
You discover
Who you related
yes,
to.
you discover we blood. Yes.
That is good. That is good. Good. To be until someone die to come together.
And I'm glad you said that. Why is it? Because many people their first response, oh, you should give me more time. Why we don't do it next year? And I'm like, but when people die, they don't give you,
No,
they don't, and you
they find that second one right away.
2 weeks and you
Yeah.
6 months.
True.
Why you can't come for a family reunion? And we have to change that
It's like we
mindset.
celebrate the dead,
Yes, the dead.
right, the living. Yes.
This is what this is all
You
about
fly from so far,
for the dead.
Africa
For
to
the
come
dead.
for the dead.
For the
But when
dead.
it's for the living to
The
enjoy
living.
life.
So many reasons.
I can't
So-
come because of this. I can't. I don't have the
So,
money, and but we have to change, like you said, the mindset.
yes, yeah,
We get excited when people die,
gotta be there.
How do we?
Gotta be there.
We have to change
Yeah.
that.
I love celebrating. I love celebrating someone
Mhm.
while they are alive.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
And I think, but the final question for the reunion, we dip in it just now, but
Okay.
then why are family reunions like this is important
Mhm.
in times when so many families are growing apart and are disconnected?
Family reunions, first, like I said, you discover
Mm-hmm.
who you
Mm-hmm.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And then one thing I love about Musgroves, honey, wherever you meet a Musgrove, you could this is their first time meeting,
Mm-hmm.
that connection is instant. And you gel like you went to school together, like you went to church together, like you grew up together.
Mm-hmm.
So family reunions give that opportunity to bond,
Yes.
to revisit the past,
Yes.
and also it gives hope for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you see what this one is doing, what the next one is doing, or if it it motivates.
It even
Okay.
brings healing as well.
Absolutely.
Healing. Because
Absolutely.
sometimes we have
Mhm.
issues in family,
Yes.
with family members, and we go our separate ways, and we're still carrying that.
Mhm.
So when we finally come together again, you can go to that family member and
Absolutely.
they say, I've been carrying this
The
burden for
perfect
so
place.
long. Just let's make it right.
The
Let's
perfect
make it right.
place.
So it brings healing
Mhm.
and all of that. So it is important. It's
Yes.
important that families come together in times like these when you have so much things
We're
happening,
losing. Yes, we're
so much
losing.
uncertainties, family dying quickly, sickness, and things happen.
Before the old people used to bury the young people.
Now
Today, the young people bury the old.
Mhm.
What I remember a preacher, the gardener, he said, old people so busy burying young people, they ain't got time to bury
Yes,
themselves.
the old is burying the young
Yes,
now.
that is so true.
Yeah.
That is so
Yes.
true.
Yes. Oh my God. But thank God for what you guys are doing.
Yes.
Thank God, and that is very, very good, and we look forward to that.
And by the way, it's a family reunion, but that doesn't mean that if you're not family, you're not welcome.
Okay.
Especially on Friday, Emancipation Day. Get your white, come from South Cakers, come from Provo, come from
It's gonna be a
wherever.
grand day.
Yes.
It's gonna be a
Okay.
grand day.
So you remember back in the day, man, 1st of August?
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget the 1st of August. That would have been 1974 because
Okay.
we came home in 73.
Mm-hmm.
So 1974, 1st of August, I have that memory still. We went up to Bottle Creek and Faith Smith, remember Miss Yaya, Blossom, and Frank Smith and those.
Okay.
Their family. I was there. My sister, we were with our cousin Pat. And I remember going out to they were lining up at the meeting house.
Meeting house.
Yes, everybody in white. I don't know if we were wearing white because it was new to us, but I remember that vividly, So whenever we have an opportunity to do something that's our past, a tradition, hey,
I think that
absolutely.
1st of August had stopped before I came along because
Oh, okay, so you didn't know
I
anything
didn't know.
about
I heard.
okay.
I heard my mother and my grandmother spoke about,
The meeting house, yeah,
and
the
benevolent
benevolent
hall,
hall,
and how
yes.
they used to had on their regalia,
Regalia,
with the
absolutely.
white, and they
Deck right out. Deck right
march
out.
through the community.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
there was, I
It was
forget,
something
there
to look
was
forward
there
to.
was a name. There was a name for the ladies. It's called, I said the name.
Okay.
Trying to remember the name. They used to call them when they, uh, but there was a
Okay.
name that they
Uh-huh.
would call them.
Okay.
And hearing the stories.
Mhm.
Earlier today, me and Miss Hope James Hamilton,
Oh,
we were
yes.
talking
Okay.
about it,
Uh-huh.
about trying to get the history of the Benevolent Hall and
We did that 2 years ago.
create a billboard or something.
Okay, we
Yeah.
did that.
Okay.
We have that.
You have that?
We
Yes.
have that, yes.
Okay.
We have
Great
it.
because
Mhm.
we were talking about it.
As a matter of fact,
Mhm.
Sandra Garland,
Mhm.
she actually wrote a poem
Mhm.
about the benevolent and the days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we want to
So
get
we
a
have
nice
it.
billboard,
Yes.
put out so when
Mhm.
persons come, they can read about it and
Absolutely.
stuff like that.
Yep, we have that.
Okay,
We have
great.
that.
All right. So August 1st, come on down.
Come by boat, come by plane, come
Yes.
by wheelchair, come by
Celebra-
cane.
A grand celebration. Okay, Miss Musgrove, what advice would you give to young women in the Turks and Caicos who have served their country and stay true? Who wants to serve,
Okay.
who wants to serve their country and stay true to their roots?
Young women. And I would even broaden that, not just young women,
Yes,
right?
include,
But
yes.
if you want to serve your country, there's so many ways you can. First, you have to work on yourself.
Yes.
Okay, you
Yes.
have to know who you are
Mhm.
in order to share
What you
with
can offer.
others. Absolutely. And you might be fortunate like me. I knew I wanted to be a teacher from day one. Everybody is not like that. That's okay. That's okay. You can volunteer.
Yes.
Okay, in schools, you have JA programs, you have other programs. Out of school, you have you have the Rotary, other civic organizations. Those organizations, they help to build leadership. And once you have leadership, then it grounds you, it gives you an opportunity to be more involved with your community.
Yes.
So once you do that, you find it easier to segue into being, whether it's an entrepreneur or whatever your goals are. But I say start from working on yourself.
Work on yourself.
Working on yourself, and then getting involved with organizations. And
Yes.
yeah,
And have that love for country.
absolutely. Love for
Yes.
self, love for country, love for God, love for family.
I know you have retired how many years now? 2 years?
Yeah,
2 years?
yeah.
2 years ago? Yes, retired
Just
at a young age. One thing you're still dreaming of doing or passing on in this next season of your life?
what am I still?
Yeah, that's one thing that Cynclair is still dreaming on doing.
uh, If you had asked me this before election, I might have said, "Oh, probably politics,"
Politics.
right? But I think that ship has sunk. Yeah, I think that sunk. So one thing
You think it gone deep into the ocean?
west of the buoy. Yeah. No, but again, the good thing is you don't have to be in
That's true.
politics.
That's true.
That's what I've learned. You don't have to be a politician to do things that matter.
That's true.
So I'm retired,
Yes.
yes, but I'm still going.
Still going.
And the beauty of it is I do it on my terms.
Correct.
If I want to do it,
Yes.
then I've learned how to say no.
That's it. That's it.
Yes,
Do it on your terms
on
and
my
learn how to
terms.
say no.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't say no, you know what that is.
Yes, set boundaries. Set boundaries. Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, our viewers out there, you've been listening to Ms. Cynclair Musgrove here on the Ordinary Talk Show, sharing her story with us, talking about where she came from to where she at now, giving advice to persons out there, especially those who want to serve this country. You must know yourself first, like she said. Know who you are and know what you can offer to your country. And believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. Like she did for about 3 to 4 years, she said she wanted to be a teacher. You know, she continually saying that she wants to become a teacher. And her dream came alive.
Just like that.
And it
Literally
happened so strange because, like she said, she was on her way leaving the country.
Yes.
You know, she was leaving that dream behind.
I tell you, my sister and I, we had our clothes in one grip. Back then, we used to use grip, right? So I had to, because we were at the gate, and we lived on the, you know, away from the road. So I had to literally take my clothes out of the grip, and she carried the grip to Freeport, and I had to literally take my clothes in my hands. Yes, that was a Friday.
Well,
Monday, I was in school.
You met destiny.
Destiny came to me.
Came to you right there.
Yes, destiny came to me.
It's a life lesson because sometimes we want to do things, we want to do something,
Yes.
and then when we don't see it happening, we try to shift, you know.
So
and the moment we try to shift, that's when the opportunity makes itself available.
Absolutely.
And when that opportunity makes itself available,
that's it.
Plug that in.
That's it.
Plug it in. So
I couldn't have planned that. I could not have planned that. Yes.
To God be the glory.
To God be the glory.
Great things His Son. So thank you.
So I'm still teaching. Yes.
Thank you for coming and being on the
for
show
having me.
this evening, and I am grateful to you for accepting the invitation to be here. And I'm sure you will be back. You will be back as we continue with this Ordinary Talk Show. We are talking to ordinary people from ordinary places, sharing their stories that can empower and uplift others like myself. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you, and may God bless you. Until another time, good night.
Good night.
Thank you.